What is up, OMAASH Nation? How are you doing today? I hope you're doing so good like always. Guys, today is just an update video to my original OMAASH Middleman service video that I made a few months ago. Now that it's been a few months and I've handled a bunch of cards, done a handful of submissions with PSA, I now know a lot more info, and that first video I did just didn't really explain a lot of things well. And there's just a few more things that I'd like to include in a video so that it's easier for you to access and everything is just laid out and explained so much better. So if you don't care about grading, then this video is not for you. But if you do, stick around and you will learn how to use the OMAASH Middleman service so that you can get your cards graded and your collection protected. Guys, real quick, the first thing I want to talk about is just that you guys are all amazing, and I thank you so much for trusting me to handle your cards, your collections, and it's been such a blast these last few months submitting these cards to PSA. I cannot wait for them all to come back and so that you can get your cards back and enjoy those graded cards. There's nothing better, simply put, seriously nothing better. So seriously, thank you for everyone who has already submitted, and for you and for everyone who will grade their cards through me in the future. So awesome. Thank you so much. Now, the big thing to talk about first is that it was just the OMAASH PSA middleman service. Well, guys, for you, there has been plenty of demand, and so I have decided to open that up to Beckett and CGC. That's right, for you. I will submit cards to whatever of the big three that you want your cards to be graded in. Guys, huge news. Hope that excites you. And really, it's going to be a blast. We all know Beckett is awesome. Tons of demand when it comes to grading with BGS. And then CGC is just slowly climbing up into the ranks, guys. Tons of eyes on them. Everyone is really liking their cheaper prices and their turnaround times. And so they're doing a really good job over there. So thought I'd open it up because I enjoy CGC lately. And so why not open it up to you guys as well? So hope you're excited. Now to the nitty gritty, to the details. So first things first, it's the thing everyone asks first, is the pricing. Now my pricing is super simple, guys. It is laid out right here. Nice and easy. If you send 1 through 10 cards, it is $3 per card on top of any service that you pick from any of the 3 grading companies. If you send 11 through 25 cards, it is $2, and then if you send 25 or more, it is only $1. Literally nothing, but I've said this before, I don't do this for money. I do this because I want to help you, the ones who support me, get their cards graded, and so it's all worth it to me in the end. Now regarding the services with PSA or Beckett or CGC, they have different tiers of grading services. The one most used or most known is the bulk service, which at PSA is $10 per card. Now Beckett has bulk rates as well, as far as I know, but I hear the wait times are ridiculous, and most of the time if you're grading with Beckett, you are okay paying kind of the bigger bucks to get your card graded anyways, and so I don't feel like there are going to be a lot of bulk options when it comes to Beckett. And then CGC, same deal. I think they are cheaper than PSA, and so I will have the breakdown of everything when it comes to whatever you want your cards graded with. You pay for the service that you want, my little service fee, $1 to $3, and then the shipping. Now, I ship the submissions 2 times a month, every 1st and 16th of each month. Since I've started, I have not missed those dates. Obviously, if it falls on a weekend, I will not ship, but the dates closest to those dates I send. Nice and easy. And when it comes to the first payment, I send you a message after I send the sub to the grading company. That way I know exactly what that group shipping cost is. The way we do it is I get the shipping that the grading company will charge to ship back, plus whatever it costs with insurance to ship to them, and then I get everyone in the submission, divide that shipping cost, and then we all pay what that divided cost is. It's super fair. I haven't had anyone complain. And so yeah, that's how it is. I message you and you send your first payment after I send the cards to the grading company. And then whenever the cards come back, I ship the cards back to you, usually through the US Postal Service, priority mail, in a box, and then I just tell you what the total was there and you send another small payment. Super easy and pretty low cost. And so that is how the payments work. And I will have links in the description of this and probably every single video from here on out of the price guides, the tiers of PSA, Beckett, and CGC, so you can quickly click on those links and check out what the pricing is. Now, something I have to clarify, because so many people don't know about it or fully understand it, is that each company and each tier of service has what's called a declared value. The declared value is the price of your card post-grade. And so let's just say your card gets a PSA or Beckett or CGC 10, Gem Mint. They are talking about the value of that graded card when it comes to the declared value of the service. Meaning, for example, PSA bulk service has a limit, a declared value limit of $199 currently. And so if a card is more valuable than that, like if we're talking WotC or vintage hollows, you cannot grade those cards as bulk. Because generally, unless they grade really low, it is going to be worth a lot more than just $200. And so that is where we talk about the next service levels. Like at PSA, it is regular with a $1,000 limit, or express, which is $75 per card for $2,500. Usually that $75 per card will cover you with any of the companies. So it is a lot per card. It adds up quick, but that is just how grading works. That's the rules. And so that is what we try to work with. I work with you, explain everything, but that is declared value, and that is why there are different tiers. Now, the bonuses with those tiers is you're not just paying more because your card is more valuable, you're also getting a better turnaround time. So bulk with PSA currently is insane. It's like 6 or more months before you get your cards back. The next level up, which is regular, $50 per card, it cuts that in half basically. So super worth it, I think. And then if we even take it up a notch to Express, it is 5-day grading. You will get your card back within a month. So super appealing, and honestly, if you just have a few big hitter cards, it's totally the route to go, because you want those cards protected and back in your hands as fast as you can. And quickly, that is another thing I wanted to go over. The estimates on these sites are mostly not correct. They are just estimates, especially when it comes to PSA. They are so hammered, so backed up, that their estimate times when it comes to their turnarounds and grading is just so wrong. For bulk, it says 85 plus days. That's a little less than 3 months. And currently that is so wrong. They're so backed up that bulk grades are taking 6 to 8 months, if not more sometimes. So do not pay full attention to those turnaround times. Even if we go to that Express at PSA, which is $75, it says 5-day turnaround. You will get your cards back, in my experience anyway, in less than a month, but it's not you ship your cards and then you get them back in 5 business days. That's not what it is. You have to take into account and realize that it takes time to send to the grading company. It sits in their mail room for however long it takes for one of their employees to pick up the box, open it, and get it into their system. And then that is when the grading period starts, that turnaround time. And so that will take however long, and then they get everything ready, and then they have to ship it back to me. And so there is that time where it's just like dead time. It's not part of the process, but it is part of the time you will be waiting from when you send the cards to me and you get them back. So that is something you have to understand, because I get messages all the time just like, I thought it was a 3-month turnaround. And I'm like, it's an estimate. I'm sorry, they're slammed. It's gonna be a very long time. I hate giving you the bad news, but that's just how it is. And then quickly, I wanted to go over how to prepare your cards before you send them to me. Obviously, you pick the cards that you want. I would then suggest cleaning them or looking them over thoroughly to make sure there are no fingerprints or dust or anything like that. It's super simple. I will do a quick demo right here. I use these little microfiber cloths, basically what are used for like cleaning glasses and stuff. Now this is already in a penny sleeve, but I'll take it out quickly if there is anything. Most of the time, if it's packed fresh, you're fine. You don't need to clean it, but some older vintage cards, you might need something. Just quick, soft dabs. You know, if you do see a fingerprint, then you can just kind of go back and forth like this. It does no damage to the card whatsoever. Same with the back side. Get any tough stains. If there is a tougher stain, you can try using a Q-tip. Just be gentle with it, and sometimes it's just stained. So now I have the card. It's clean, it's fresh. I use these quick, cheap Ultra Pro penny sleeves. You can get like 100 for $1. Easily, gently slide it in, one corner at a time, push it all the way down, and then you get a card saver one. Now this is required by PSA and the other grading companies. This is what the cards need to be shipped in. And so if you can get your hands on a penny sleeve and a card saver and do this yourself and send them to me, that is ideal. That way I don't need to go and take things out of top loaders or whatever and put them into the card savers. My theory is the less a card needs to be handled, the less likely it is to get damaged. Not that it will get damaged, but it's just facts. If it's not moved from the card saver, it's not gonna get damaged. But yeah, a lot of people kind of struggle or worry about these card savers because they can be finicky, but it's super easy, guys, and you have to remember cards are more durable than you think. Still be gentle with it, of course, but it's super easy. You get your card saver, kind of pop it out like this and put your sleeve or a corner in, and then you just slide it in nice and easy. Perfect, easy. Now what I do is slightly pinch the top, not hard, I'm not bending anything, and you just kind of push down while I'm pushing the card saver a little so that it gives some give, so it's easier to push in. And then once it gets to this point, all I do is really push the top down just like that. No harm done to the card, and it's perfectly stable in there, centered, looks nice, and this thing, it's not moving no matter what. It is perfectly secure. So nice little demo there. That was not in my old video, so I hope that helps. And really, guys, if you can't get card saver ones or penny sleeves, it's fine. That is just ideal. In a perfect world, that is what I would suggest sending your cards as, but card savers are expensive. And sometimes they're really hard to get. So I got your back, don't worry. I charge 25 cents per card saver, which is super cheap and still cheaper than buying your own on Amazon or eBay. And so I will gladly work it out with you. And yeah, I have your back, super easy. And guys, make sure, this part is so important, in your box with your cards when you're sending it to me, include a piece of paper that contains your info. Your name, your return address, the payment method that you want to pick, either PayPal or Venmo. If you have any cards that are not English, please write them down, the set, the name, the most info you can, because I don't know these other languages, so it's super hard sometimes to find these cards. And then if you could also put what company you want your cards graded with and the service level. So with PSA, if you want bulk, regular, express, etc. With Beckett, if you want the 2-day, 5-day, 20-day, 60-day service, or with CGC, they have the same as PSA, basically. Bulk, regular, express. Like I said, everything is in the description below regarding the prices. And feel free to ask me anything and we can figure it out. And then lastly, your best method of contact. This one is like the most important because so many times people send me stuff and I have the name on your box, but your name isn't your name on Twitter or Instagram or wherever, and so I cannot find you in my DMs because literally I get so many DMs all the time and everything's just lost in there, and so I don't remember everyone's names. So it is literally the worst trying to find a DM in my messaging because there's just too many. So best method of contact, whether that be your Instagram account, cell number for text, Twitter, email, whatever it is, please include that info with your cards, and that would be so helpful. And then when everything is done, guys, I send the cards off to PSA. I do everything when it comes to PSA. All you have to worry about is picking your cards, getting it ready, and sending it to me. I do everything. That is the point of a middleman. You don't need to worry about any of the PSA or Beckett or CGC side. You don't need to pay for a membership. You don't need to figure out how to label your cards, none of that. And then when it comes time, the 2 times I message you, the payment methods I accept are PayPal or Venmo. So whatever one works, super easy. And then you get your cards back whenever they're back and graded, and it's a super fun time. I have a blast making videos of the cards that come back because it's super exciting for you to see what your grades are. I understand if you don't want me to show them on my YouTube channel, perfectly fine. Just tell me that and I won't, because I do understand the thrill and the fun of checking out what the grade is yourself. But so far, everyone has been perfectly fine with me showing them on the YouTube channel. There's just something about seeing your cards on the internet being revealed, and I don't know, it's exciting. I love it, and I can't wait for more because we have so many of those kind of videos coming out. But guys, that's basically it. I will have all of the info in the description of every single one of my videos, and really feel free to message me on any of my social media platforms whenever you want. I will always reply, and I will help you out with any of your questions. And so that is all, guys. Thanks so much for trusting me with your cards. I can't wait to help you with your collection, with your cards, and let's get your cards graded. I appreciate every single one of you guys. Thank you so much for being a part of the OMAASH Nation and supporting me. I wish I could do more for you, every single one of you guys, but you're all incredible. Thanks so much again, and I will catch you next time.